G'day everybody and welcome to another edition of the Local Footy Podcast. All the latest updates and what's happening in local Australian rules football across the great nation of Australia. As told by you very much, we end up doing the microphones things and the video things, but you're the one who give us all the information. We love it. We love it. So keep sending through all the information and we'll get across as much of that as humanly possible. It's all thanks to our good friends at Premier Data as well, who provide us with the in-game detail and stats that we love to sort of dive into and find out the whens and whys and who's and whats of local Australian rules footy in Australia in 2026. So it's good fun. We love it. My name is Daniel Harford. I love chatting local footy, love chatting footy full stop, as does the man who really runs the show here on the local, Nick Sacco, who's back again. Welcome, Nico.
Hello, Half. Great to be with you when it's nice and when it's cold outside. And you
Crisp.
just don't like.
No, this morning, magnificent. Crisp.
At least the sun's out.
Beanie required, but blue sky. Crisp. Jacket on. I love this time of year. Autumn leading into winter is the best time of year. Crisp mornings, sun comes out, you still need your jacket on. Happy days.
Nah, give me summer. Give me summer every day of the week.
Well, I didn't say it was my favourite, but I just said I don't mind. I quite like it.
Well, speaking of headgear, you're rocking something new today.
What about this? Our good friends at the Yarra Glen River Pigs have sent through some merch. We chatted to Ozzie Smith the other week on the podcast. They're superstar, and he has provided us with headwear. We've got a beanie, there's a little cap like this, obviously. So we're very, very pleased to have the River Pigs on board as part of the official franchise team, the merchandise team here on the local. So it's a bit of a shout out, I suppose, to other clubs, and they're getting some unbelievable promotion out of this, the River Pigs. If you want to have your club in bright lights here on the local, it's a hat, it's a T-shirt, it's a beanie, whatever it might be, Nico. It's not that hard.
Oh, there's plenty of options. And now that there isn't a club in the flesh that has given you some merch, I'm sure there'll be others that jump on board very, very quickly. Have you thought yourself as being a model for other clubs before?
Well, I have. I'm a bald man, so headwear is important to me. So hats and beanies, particularly this time of year, the beanie, is very, very important. Who knows? Halfway through, I might change over into the beanie.
Ooh,
I don't know. We might do that.
Might keep
Not quite sure. We'll see how we go. But that's good. Well done. And thank you to the River Pigs, who have been a big part of the show with some of their performances. Travis Clay kicking 18 and then Aussie getting 50 plus every single week. It's good to keep updated with what's happening in their world. So if you want to have your promotion right here on the local, it's a pretty straightforward sort of way to do it.
We love it. All right, where do we start?
I want to start with, because I've had a lot of people talk to me about the undefeated team streak. This is becoming a bit of a thing out there in local footy land. People are very interested in the updates on the undefeated teams in 2026. So after the weekend, did we get any change?
We had a lot more change than I thought. So
did we?
We came into the weekend with 23 sides across the country.
Yeah, we did. That's correct.
That we yet to lose a game.
Yes.
And I can tell you, we have some controversy, and I need to discuss this with you.
I'm intrigued.
So we've got 5 teams that did lose on the weekend. So we'll go through those very quickly. So
5?
We had 5.
5 undefeated teams?
5 undefeated teams gone.
Really? Who were they? And
some massive results too. So Wangaratta Rovers in the Ovens and Murray.
No way.
They were 9-0. They went down to Murderford by 14 points. Wynyard in Tassie. This was a team that had over 1,000% as a percentage, lost by 55 points to Penguin.
Penguin? I drove past Penguin the other when I was down in Tassie last time. Beautiful place. Alistair Nicholson from Channel 7. He's a Penguin boy. Great golfer too, Nico, just by the way. So have we checked the betting records of the Wynyard hierarchy in the committee there? I reckon there's some footy trip cash going on Penguin there, and they might have got the chockies. 54 points.
Yeah, 55.
55 points.
Yeah, pretty extraordinary.
Goodness me! Well done to the Penguins. Just by the way,
would
they be called the Penguins?
Oh.
Because the town's Penguin. So can we? Can you be anything else but a Penguin if you're the Penguin people?
The Penguin Footy Club. I'm trying to find.
They have to be the Penguins.
So
what the Yarra Glen, sorry.
The two
River
Blues.
Pigs.
They had a 2 Blues.
The Penguin 2 Blues. Right. Well, you couldn't be the Penguins. It doesn't make sense.
It'd be pretty funny.
There's a big penguin on Main Street there, just on the coast, on the beach. But you couldn't be the Penguins. You can't do that. So the Penguin 2 Blues. Righto, okay.
We'll take a penguin on the pod if anyone's got one.
Send me a penguin or a 2 Blue, whatever you want to do. No worries.
And then so in the Eastern, we had East Ringwood they went down to South Croydon by 3 points.
I saw that. South Croydon were 7th or 8th, so that's a big loss for East Ringwood.
I might touch on that a little later in our storylines.
Righto.
And the South Croydon women's, they were 8-0, and they lost to Baronia by 3 points.
Baronia got the job done. Well done. Well done.
And then Strathmore was the last team in the Essendon district to lose their unbeaten run. They were undefeated. They lost to Deer Park by 16 points.
Now, Deer Park have been a force through the years. How are they going this year? They've been going okay this year?
Well, they must
because they've had some big names go through that footy club in the last decade or so, from my understanding, my remembering.
They were always a side that were right around the mark as well, Deer Park.
Yeah, won a lot of flags in a row, I reckon.
Well, as I get it up, I had a brief look before, but it's just escaped me now. Because I believe Deer Park, they are 7th on the ladder. Right, they are 4 and 6.
That's a big win against Strath.
So
we're getting into this time of year. I think we touched on this last week, Nico. We're getting into the time of year where school holidays coming up. People go away, search for some sun, because in Victoria it gets pretty cold, as people might know.
Yep.
Search for some sun and lose a few players. Injury, it's cold, not training as often. It gets to that point. Only the strong will survive this June, July period.
Exactly.
So I'm not necessarily surprised, but 5 out of 23 is a big result.
Well, I need to know if it's 6 out of 23.
What do you mean?
So we had a game, and this leads into our storylines as well. Congupna, who we've spoken about before, and have had a really good start to their campaign. In fact, they were 10-0 in the Murray Football League coming into this match.
Yes.
At 3/4 time in their match against Echuca United, they were 15 points ahead. But Echuca United kicked the last 6 scores of the game.
Right.
And the game finished as a draw.
Oh, righto. Okay, I know where you're going now.
So whilst they didn't lose,
but they didn't win.
Do we count them as an undefeated side?
Well, it's all in the terminology, isn't it? So they still are undefeated, but they're not going to be perfect premiers and champions type situation.
No.
If you don't win every game, you can't be premiers and champions.
No.
So they probably still fall in the undefeated category because they haven't lost.
No,
they haven't been defeated.
That's the thing.
So we'll probably have to.
I think we're going to have to count it.
Going to have to count Congupna as a win, as an undefeated team still. So they're part of the 18, I think. I think they have to stay.
All right.
Well, that's controversial.
It is.
It's all in the language, isn't it?
That's what I mean.
It's all in the language. Undefeated, you have to be defeated. And they weren't defeated.
We've said undefeated right throughout, so I think it's only right that we do keep them in. But they're on watch.
They are absolutely on watch.
Yep.
Who was it? Echuca.
Echuca United, yeah.
Echuca United got them under the pump. Right. All right. So we've got 18 undefeated teams still in local footy. If we missed a couple, let us know.
Yep.
Let us know on the socials, in the comments. Tell us all about it. We want to know who the best teams in local footy are across the nation. So 18, we think, still undefeated.
So you said how many by the end of next month? Was it 8
what did I say?
8 or 9?
8 or 9. I reckon it was 9. Yeah, because that's right. I did too. Because of it's June, July, mate. This gets tough. People go away. They're qualified for finals, so we'll come back in August and we'll be ready to go for the back end of the season. That's what happens. I know. I've been there.
But to lose 5 in a weekend already.
No, that's a big chunk. That's a big chunk.
So on that, we had a couple other storylines to talk about from the weekend.
Yep.
We need to give a shout out to Nunawading because this has been a club.
They've been under the pump.
They have been struggling big time. They've had already some 300-point defeats this year in their senior men's.
A lot, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really rough for them. But I can tell you that after 749 days,
no way,
they tasted their first win.
Magnificent.
They defeated Forest Hill 9-14-68 to 5-13-43. They led by 18 points at halftime. They led by 30 points at 3/4 time, and they finished 25-point winners.
How good. Well done to Nunawading. That's a great day. Hopefully you celebrated accordingly. Saturday night, 25-point win over Forest Hill. In relatively challenging conditions too last Saturday.
Yeah,
just by the way.
Wasn't great for footy.
No, it wasn't great for footy. So that's a good, strong win. 749 days, nearly 753, 750 days of footy. Well done. That's cool. We will celebrate the undefeated teams, of course, before with the streaks. But these are the stories we love.
Yeah.
These are the ones that we love. Well done to Nunawading. That is very, very cool.
Fantastic result for the Lions.
Very cool. So Yeah, no, who they got next week, do we know?
Oh, I can have a look.
I wouldn't mind finding out who they got next week to see if they can back it up or whether or not it's a win game hangover. Not a premiership hangover, a win game hangover from the Lions.
Are you doubting they can go back to back?
Well, I think history would suggest I have to. I'm not wanting to, but history would suggest that we have to think about this being a one-off situation.
Yeah, true. Well, they're playing Croydon North, who are 2-7 themselves.
Well, here we go. We're on.
Not exactly an unbeatable side.
Are we a chance for a wild card in that division? Are there wild cards?
Well, there's 9 teams in the Division 4 Eastern Footy Netball League. I don't know if it's a top 4 or a top 5, but
top 4, wouldn't it?
I would say so. But I'll tell you what.
Well done. Well done. Well, they can go back to back. If they didn't go too hard Saturday night, they can go back to back.
Absolutely.
Put a bit of pressure on Croydon North.
We had the next instalment of the Carlton Draft, and that saw Gary Ablett Jr. take the field. Now, he was up against Nick Dalsano, who I believe was a last-minute replacement for Gary Rowan, potentially.
Possibly.
But anyway, so this was in the Loddon Valley. Bridgewater versus Newbridge, because it's all about rivalries, of course.
Yep.
So Gary Ablett Jr. played for Newbridge. He had 25 disposals, kicked 2 goals for, but they went down by 19 points to Bridgewater. And Nick Dalsano leading the way. So a win for Nicky Dow.
How many did Dell have? Do we know?
Don't have a stats line for Nicky Dow. I don't think it was that relevant, really. Not the 25 and 2 that Ablett was able to do. Yeah, actually, he kicked the sealer. There you go. Nick Dalsano, he kicked the sealer.
Did he?
Yes.
Good on him. He's still in pretty good nick. I've seen Nick sort of floating around the media traps and still in very good nick is Del Santo.
Don't know if it's exactly a revenge for 2009, but, you know, it's a good little start.
Do you reckon he brought that up post-game? That was for 2009, Gaz. Get stuffed. Do you reckon? Probably not.
No, probably.
It's not a bad line, though. I would think about using that.
I would not say so.
Now they're good. Carlton Draft thing is good. Local footy, getting some champs back.
That's what we like.
That's great. We love it.
One more to come in Perth later this year. Now, you asked me last week because we spoke about Heidelberg, of course, who lost their streak, their 32-game streak. And I was trying to find out who had the next highest local footy win streak. Now, I can tell you that Mount Pleasant had it for a week because on the weekend in the Heathcote League, Mount Pleasant, Heathcote, it's Victorian.
Oh, right. I'm thinking of a totally different mountain. Sorry about that.
There's a few mountains around the world, yes.
I thought Mount Pleasant. There's a Mount Pleasant in Queensland. There might be. Anyway, this is a Victorian version.
This is the Victorian version. They had a 20-game win streak coming into the weekend in the Heathcote League, lost by 42 points to Huntley.
So hang on, their streak was 20.
Yes.
That was the next best after Heidelberg's 33 or whatever
33. It was. So I've now gone to Ryan from Premier Data and I've asked him to find me the next club that's got the winning streak and he said he'll get back to me ASAP. But I can tell you that the Mount Pleasant Blues, so they lost by 42 points. They kicked 3 goals, 13.
Oh, bad kicking's bad
in the
footy.
loss.
Bad kicking's bad footy, Nico.
And the Huntley Hawks, 10 goals, 13. So 7-goal win for
Huntley. They still got smacked.
They
3-13, still 7 scoring shots, the diff. Yeah, that's still a good win.
Still
a good win because they've kicked 13 points themselves.
Yeah.
So, righto. So 20 was the streak after 33. Now it's going to be sub 20.
Yeah.
Or around about 20.
That's we've had Nana Goon.
Yeah, the Goon streak was over.
Yeah, that's it.
Which I learned something about through my kids, just by the way. Wasn't quite aware of what that was all about, but thank you, kids.
I'm sure they got a nice reaction to seeing that.
They seeing my face on the tile that said the Goon streak is over. That's I got some feedback from my children.
Moving on. So they lost their streak. Heidelberg lost their streak, and now Mount Pleasant have lost theirs. So that's 3 in the space of a month.
Well, I'll tell you, mate, the way it's going, all these undefeated teams too, they've gone from 23 to 18. We've got all these streaks being broken. This is the year. This is the year when domination disappears.
Yeah.
This is the ones where the next rung are coming up. We're seeing some power from the teams underneath traditionally.
2 more to finish. So back in the Eastern, so I mentioned before about East Ringwood, who lost their first game of the year to South Croydon. Now, there was a bit of heat in this match because South Croydon reportedly were creating some storylines about Stephen May's position at the club, and there were some rumours that he wasn't going to play for East Ringwood for the remainder of the year.
Are you saying that came from South Croydon?
That was the rumour. So there was a bit of heat in this game. But the Roos, East Ringwood Roos, they trailed at every break Only down by 2 points at three-quarter time.
Yeah.
But were unable to get the victory in the end.
So I did know. Now, I had a look at this because I saw the storyline. I wasn't aware with the Stephen May sort of unrest possible.
Yep.
We had like allegations of that at East Ringwood. I had a bit of a look at this result just for that.
Yep.
And I saw that they got beaten by South Croydon, who were low in the table. I also saw that Stephen May didn't play.
Now, yes.
Any reason for that?
The club has come out and said that the rumours are bollocks and that pretty much Stephen May is at the club and will play for the remainder of the season. He's taken some already pre-scheduled time off.
So this is what I'm talking about. June, July.
Yes. So
I
think South
So he's going to play?
Yeah, he's going to play. He's just not around at the moment.
So you reckon the upcoming opponents were the ones who started to spread this rumour?
Well, look, and we won't get into it, but there's obviously some legal things that he's going through at the moment. But yes.
That's not the footy stuff.
Of course. But the report was that Stephen May not being at the club, not playing, was coming through the fact that he might have had enough at East Ringwood, and that was apparently driven by South Croydon. That was the rumour. That's what I've been told.
Can I just say, now, I've been around a long time in footy. That's up there with one of the most ingenious storylines to get going.
You reckon?
As you build up to a game against them, going around. That's very clever.
So that's East Ringwood's claim. That
just
it was
cause
South
some
Croydon.
unrest.
Yes.
How good's local footy? It's the best.
The last one I want to touch on, and we'll speak about this in more detail later in the week because we're going to chat to their coach, but we need to give Diamond Creek another shout out because
they did it again.
Last week they beat Heidelberg, as we mentioned before. They had the longest streak in local footy, defeated them for the first time in over 2 years. Well, I had a big game over the weekend. Second versus third.
Oh, so they've gone from Heidelberg number 1
to Montmorency number 2.
Montmorency number 2.
Yeah. And Diamond Creek, they did it again. A 1-point victory over the Magpies, and they are looking to become the first team since North Heidelberg to win the Division 2 flag and play Division 1 finals the following year. They now sit in second spot.
So they're now second.
6 points behind Heidelberg.
Wowzers.
Yep.
The Giant Killers of Diamond Creek.
Incredible.
What a great performance. We spoke about this last week. We need to chat to Andrew Tranquilli, the coach of Diamond Creek. We'll try and do that hopefully sooner rather than later. But that's a great performance. Back-to-back weeks against Heidelberg and Monty, who are hot.
Huge.
And really strong established teams in the division, clearly.
Correct, yeah.
And they've come up from Div 2 and taken both scalps in 2 weeks. That would have been at Monty too, wouldn't it? Because they played at Diamond Creek last week.
Yes, yep. Was it Monty? Sorry.
How's Monty looking these days?
Well, they're third now after
the ground. How's the ground looking?
Game. Oh.
It's been known to have some challenging patches.
Yes, and I think at this time of year they're pretty prominent as well. So, look, I haven't seen the ground, but I will just assume, based on my previous experience, that it's getting there.
It's got some work to do.
It's getting there.
Well done to Diamond Creek. That's good. That's good. Again, they're the stories of teams. We've talked about this before. The teams are coming up. The era of domination is over in local footy. I think that's good for footy.
Correct.
Good for footy. Well done. All right, we'll try and get a hold of the coach there in the next couple of days, see what we can do about that.
Let's get to some stats.
Let's get to some numbers, find out who dominated in the local scene across the weekend. Thanks to our good friends at Premier Data, of course. Let's have a look.
We have some huge ones.
Right up.
And
what's our record? 276?
I've saved the best till last, 276. Well, I can tell you that the first person we have is very, very close.
Oh.
It's Liam Davies from Circular Head in Tassie.
46, 23 score involvements, all good, and 3 snags. Righto. That's a rock solid. Now, have we had Liam before? I reckon that's first timer for Liam.
Well, it's the 4th time he's had 40-plus disposals in a game, so I reckon we have seen his face
Do you reckon?
before. Yes.
Righto. All right, well done to Liam. They're good numbers. 23 score involvements. Coach's dream, that sort of stuff.
Absolutely.
Well done to Liam.
So Tassie is the flavour of the month at the moment.
Now, Tassie, there's something going on down there. There is something going on. I don't know if it's the whole Devils coming into the AFL. Everyone's just decided to ramp things up. But they are going bananas with some of their ranking points. Holly's done it again for us today from Latrobe. 216 points. 36. Oh, there we go. So defender.
Yep.
Now let's just pretend for a second that rebound spelt correctly. And
yeah, actually good pick up. Thank you.
So intercept, possessions, and rebounds. So you're behind the ball there for Hull. She's dominated. So I would hazard a guess. I don't know if you got this information with you, that Latrobe might have got beaten.
Well, before I answer that question, I want to get her teammates.
Oh, Emma Pittman. What'd Em do? She's got 215, so Hull's got her by a point. 45, just the one goal, 15 clearances, 31 contested. That's a rock solid day around the footy from Emma. Oh, so
This was a 1 point loss to Latrobe.
They lost by a point.
They lost by a point.
Picked it. Come on.
Yeah, well done. 16-17.
Oh, challenging conditions. Well, this is what happens June, July, mate. I'm telling you, this is what happens. Grounds get a bit tough. The footy gets a bit strong. People disappear. But those two stood up and said, I'll carry you, although it didn't quite work. Oh, the Fizz, my man, Billy Coates.
Yes.
224, 87 hit-outs for the Fizz. That's a stoppage-heavy game. Although speaking of grounds, I've seen TH King Oval where St Kevin's play, and it's got some challenges too, just by the way.
Oh, I could imagine.
87 hit-outs for the Fizz.
That's monumental, isn't it?
That's a big day from the Fizz. Good on him, my man. I coached him as an under-19 many, many moons ago. He's now 30-odd.
Oh, there you go.
Long time ago. He's a good man, and I should have played him in the state game, as it turns out. But anyway, I didn't. 87 hit-outs would have been handy that night. But well done to the big Fizz. 29 disposals, 17 clearances. That's a good day at the office.
I feel like he's I wonder if he's played at Northern, because that name does ring a bell. I'm not sure if
he played at not Northern Footy League. He played at Richmond VFL for a little while.
Okay.
For a little while, a couple of years ago.
Fair enough. Let's go to the Ballerine League with Jordan.
Jordan Keras from Anglesea, 234, 47 and 2, 18 clearances. It's a good day. 47 and 2. If you're going to have 40 plus, I think two's the minimum.
Minimum?
I think two's the minimum.
So not even just one goal. You got to have two.
No, I reckon if you're going to have 40, you can't just be back halving 40. You need to be front halving, helping your team 40.
Okay.
So you got to get on the end of a couple or get a little cheap free kick from a stoppage or something.
He leads the league, the Ballerine League, in clearances with nearly 13 a game.
Is that right?
Yes.
Oh, no, he's having a good day. He's having a good year. Jordan Keras, well done to you. Good day, 234. 234. Lewis McShane from the Shep Bears. He's had 45 and 2. Yep. This is what we're talking about. This is the minimum standard from my man Louis Mack. 17 contested. Good day. 11 clearances. Yeah. Coaches love this sort of stuff. Coaches love players who can get it done at the source. We love them. So if you are one of those players, keep doing it. If you're not, learn how to do it.
Well, this is why the stats that Premier Data provide are so critical to allow the coaches a greater insight into what their players' strengths are.
Yeah, that's good stuff from Louis Mack. Nice work. Nice work.
Brad, we've had him before from Gisborne.
Yes, I remember that name, Bernacki. That's a great name. More 47 and 2. Yep. Here we go. See? This is the minimum standard we want. We're going to get 40 plus.
31 contested possessions. That's
a good, yeah. Did they win? Gisborne win?
They won by 182 points.
Who did they play?
Kangaroo Flat.
Right.
Yes.
There's a bit of drama in one of those Riddle District games. I've been to go Footy League, Nipple League.
Is that right?
Wasn't there Matt Macedon, the Cats?
Mm-hmm.
Or Macedon?
Mm-hmm.
Is it Macedon?
Macedon, yeah.
They play in that league, or is it the Riddle?
I think they're at the Riddle.
They're in the Riddle.
Yeah, they're in the Riddle. Yeah.
Right, there's a bit of drama in that one, I think. It's a bit of an incident, which we don't like to see in local footy.
Well, we'll talk about Macedon in just a moment.
Oh, righto. Let's have a look.
You do well to preview what's coming up.
I've got no idea what's coming up.
2 more to go.
Just pressing buttons.
Speaking of the Riddle, first of all, this is Broden Collins.
Broden Collins, 197. Righto, it's 59 hit outs. Okay, another big man doing his thing. See, big blokes who can get the bit of the footy. They're handy. You can't just be a tap guy these days.
No, not
You got to be able to get some more footy and have some impact around the game.
Exactly.
So he's clearly done that. 16 clearances, 23 contested. Most of those are from his hit outs, you'd reckon. But well done to BC. Excellent work.
Now, I've saved this till last because for the first time since doing this podcast, we have a Premier Data record broken.
Oh, here we go.
Not just a season record broken.
Well, all time.
An all-time Premier Data record broken. And you spoke about Macedon. You must have just had the eye going forward. So, Charlie, congratulations. You now hold the record for the most hit-outs ever recorded by Premier Data. 120.
120. Stoppage heavy. Hit-outs to advantage 18. I'd like that percentage to come up, Charlie.
15%.
I'd like that to just come up a little bit. 15 disposals and 120 hit-outs. My goodness gracious me.
So it is the all-time record hit-out. It was formerly Trent West, former Cat, 119.
Yeah. Big Trent West. Big man. You know what we needed? We needed some party poppers for that. We needed to be launching into some party poppers for all-time records from Charlie Rossetti The Macedon Cats, well done. Who did they play?
They played Woodend Heskett, and they won by 37 points.
Woodend Heskett were the Hawks colours. What did they win by?
37 points.
37 points. 120 hit-outs. My goodness gracious me. Imagine being – so let's flip the script here a little bit. Let's be the opposition ruckman. Chances are he didn't get his hand on the ball very often. If our man Charlie has broken the record and had 120 himself,
so
there couldn't be that many more stoppages, could there?
Well, do you remember when we spoke earlier in the year about what the hit-outs records were in the lead up to the season? You'd struggle to get 120 stoppages in a game, wouldn't you?
Well, this is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Every time we talk about 100 plus, I'm thinking, how many stoppages have you got this game? So 120, the opposition, I'd love to know his opponent's stats, his hit-out stats. Because you can't possibly be getting your hand on many if your other man is getting 120 on his. Well done, Charlie. We love record breakers around here. That is awesome. A ridiculous number for hit-outs in a game of footy.
So because we had such a record-breaking statistic from an individual perspective, the team at Premier Data thought that our stat of the week this week could revolve around ruckman.
Okay, righto.
So this is the best hit-out ruckman of the season. So these, I'm not just talking about the ones with a lot of hit-outs. These are the ones that are hitting them to advantage. So,
good.
Yeah. So they must have had at least 250 hit-outs in the season. And that's what
Charlie had half of them in one game.
Well, exactly. And then I had a good chat to Ryan from Premier Data, and he's like, hopefully this gives you a bit of an insight into the herbs and spices of the ranking points, which you were so interested in. So I can tell you that a hit-out is 0.5 of a ranking point.
0.5, right?
And that a hit-out to advantage
is
a 2.5 ranking point.
There we go. I like that.
And rucks tend to score high due to a large number of contested possessions, clearances, and, of course, hit-outs contribute, but not as much as some think. Brackets half. That's what I've got in notes. So
hang on. So he's drip feeding some secret herbs and spices.
Yeah.
This is good from our man Ryan.
So let's have a look.
Righto, okay.
So this is the top 10 best hit-out ruckman, at least 250 hit-outs, and it's Oliver Walsh of South Mornington, who's having a percentage at the moment of 33.24.
33.24% to advantage.
Yes.
So 1 in 3 goes to advantage from Ollie Walsh. He's played all 10 games so far. Righto. So he's the standard. And who we go down there? Where's our man? Oh, yeah, Charlie Rossetti's there. He is now, after he's 120. So what's he going at? 29.2. But he only had 15% on the weekend. So he had a bad day in terms of hit-outs to advantage.
Yeah. Just racked a lot of numbers.
Imagine if he'd gone sort of at that ratio, 30%. He'd be top of the pops almost.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Right, so that's the challenge. So Ollie Walsh is the best. Stephen Kapunki from Emerald. Some big blokes in the sticks, isn't there? Now Josh Poole from the Western Footy Netball League, Werribee Districts. Charles Roberts from the VAFA, Fitzroy, go the Royce. William Battams, Joel Koga, Ash Holland, Kyle Hurd, and man Charlie Rossetti and Nicholas Schoenmakers. Any relation?
Not sure.
Might be.
Could be. Not a common last name.
Ryan's a large man too, so the genes sort of fit. Right, so 28.8 is the lowest of the top 10. So just over 1 in 4.
Goes to show how hard it is to actually hit out to advantage, isn't it?
Well, you got little fellas who don't know where it's going. You got, opponents on their backside. It's not easy to get it to advantage, but I like the little secret herbs and spices formula they're giving us here. The hit-out's 0.5 and hit-out to advantage is 2.5. So does that mean you get 3 for a hit-out to advantage? Because you get the hit-out and the advantage?
I'd say so.
Oh, no. So, okay. All right. This is good.
Yep.
This is a good start of the week. Thank you to Ryan at Premier Data. I like that. Ollie Walsh is the king of the hit-outs to advantage. For 250 plus, you said, wasn't it?
Yeah. So, it had to be at least. So, over 140 players with over 250 hit-outs already at local footy.
Righto. Well done. That's a good stat. Thank you to Premier Data for that. I like to get that little insight into what's happening around the games, and even more so, the secret herbs and spices formula. For the
looks like they're going to tease you with that too.
It looks like they might.
Drop a little.
So I'm going to keep a note of how these points are allocated, and I'm going to do my own formula at some stage.
We love
See if we can do some forecast the numbers. Very good. Righto. All right, what about some videos?
Yep, we love
Give me
the
some
videos.
action from the weekend that we can have a bit of a look at.
We love the videos. We want to start with a bit of controversy. This is out in the Ovens and Murray between Murderford and the Wangaratta Rovers.
Yes.
So let's have a look at how this plays out to start.
Stand by.
So this is Murderford's Lockie Murphy Dale. A 1-on-1 foot race.
Oh!
Holding the ball. So
I think that's the right call, isn't it? I think that's the right call. Let's have another look at that if we can. I reckon that's the right call. If that's because it was a drop kick, wasn't it? And you can't do that in modern day AFL footy. So let's get René. So he gets the footy here running. He should have kicked it now. Oh no, he's missed that. Can we slow mo it? Can you can rock and roll as we say in the third umpire situation? Joe dropped it. Hits the ground. Holding the ball. Holding the ball. That is the correct decision by the umpire. Well done. Well done. He should have kicked it before that. He had a chance. Had Pryor. Just go back a little bit so we see the Pryor. Got it now. Look back at him. So he's looked back at him. You give up everything. That's your Pryor, mate. Just the eyes. Looking back at him. And then drop kick. And I no doubt he's got his shin to it after the bounce. But that's holding the ball, my friend.
Goal umpire didn't really look interested in giving a decision either.
Well, yeah, it would have been top drama. Was this as late in the game, was it? Do we know?
I don't have a quarter, but Murderford did win by 14 points, so it was okay in the end.
No, but that's the correct decision. Do you agree with me or not?
I'm with you. I mean, very hard for the umpire in that situation.
He's in great position. He's had a look back.
Yeah.
Oh, the look back. The fact that he's had a look back is fantastic. The fact that he got caught holding the ball is even better.
Yeah.
So that's a great passage of Australian rules footy right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
At local level.
So this is a very, very big intercept mark that came from the Westerns. This is between Parkside and Caroline Springs.
Brian Lake's from Caroline Springs, man.
That's the one, yes?
Yep.
Let's have a look at this. This is the second quarter. It's a very tight part of the game. High ball.
Oh, long ball in. Oi! Thank you very much. And a little bit of howdy-doody at the back of it. Let's have another look at that. That's a good grab. Look at the scoreline, 28 apiece. Well, it's only the second quarter, so there's plenty of time. But, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, he's giving away the free kick if he doesn't mark it. Let's go do a slow-mo for me. You know I like slow-mo. So, there's the hands on the shoulder. Oh, that's real Warwick Kappa style. That's old school hanger.
Hudson Barrett is his name.
Hudson Barrett. Well done to you. Yeah, that's one for the scrapbook.
So Parkside only won by 6 points. So could you say it was a goal saver?
Where are the goals? Down there somewhere?
Well,
We're sort of half forward-ish.
I'd say they're half forward.
Yeah, that goes to half forward. The interchange benches there, they're normally about half forward. Well, certainly helped not going for a goal. That's a big grab. Well done. Old school hanger that was.
Yeah.
Arms on the shoulders, got the kick back. Nice.
Let's go back to the Ovens and Murray. This is between Wodonga and Wangaratta. So this is wet football. We are looking for Noah Spiteri here for Wodonga, who picks up the footy, and then we'll take it from there.
Noah Spiteri. So that's him.
Kicks the goal. So we have another decision for you to make here.
Yeah, what's the decision?
Did he throw the football?
Oh, didn't even look at that. I was waiting for the special bit. Did he throw the football? Oh, nah, that's play on. That's play on. That's a goal every day of the week. Can I have another look? Can you slow-mo for me?
Let's go.
Let's rock and roll that for me, thanks. To umpire, to director. There's no doubt it's a roll. But I think now here's the thing, right?
Come on,
No, here's the thing. You watch AFL footy as much as anyone. You watch those stupid blokes in black and white stripes.
Good win on the weekend, yep.
You know that the game allows you to throw the ball whenever you like these days. You watch, there's no handballs anymore, so nobody handballs. They just throw it. And it's the bane of my existence. It's an absolute disgrace what it's become, this game, in terms of its skill requirements. There's no doubt he's just sort of rolled that. It's not a throw, it's a roll. But the fact he got back to it quick enough to kick it, and the way that the A8 game is officiated these days, where we're just all about constant movement, continual flow, that's what the AFL want. That's a goal. That's a legal disposal according to the AFL, the way they interpret things these days.
Yeah, I'm going to strongly disagree with
Which is a disgrace, but that's the way they umpire the games.
Wodonga lost by 2 points, by the way, so they needed every goal they could get.
So he was playing for who?
Wodonga. Yeah. So that
was
goal,
helpful.
Yeah. It was important.
No, that's a goal.
Let's finish. This is some schoolboy footy here between Yarra Valley Grammar and Assumption College. Yarra Valley have a shot here from 50 metres out. Some very ordinary conditions again. Let's have a look
my
how it
mates.
plays out.
Yarra Valley is coached by the great Paul Hudson. And Assumption is Falcon. Assumption's coached by Nathan Thompson. Both Hawthorn former teammates of mine. So hang on, what happens here? Just the
shot on goal.
He's kicking from 40. Out the back, bang. Oh, cop that.
And look at the
cheer squad, the boys in the back. That's great.
We're gonna have to.
So that's an Assumption, isn't it? I think it must be an Assumption. Can't quite remember Assumption's ground, but that's good. Oh, bang! Wet footy, offhand. You don't know where it's going, in the face, and the boys at the back loving it, absolutely loving it. That's good. That is very, very good. Well, well done to all the boys. Who won that game? By the way, because I think Yarra Valley was going okay.
Assumption won by 30.
Did they?
Yeah.
Well done, Tomo. Well done. That's a big win for them.
Yes, it is.
Well done. All right, that's good fun. That's good fun. Now we move into the Friday flashback section of the podcast.
We sure
It's
do.
become a bit of a thing in the last couple of weeks, which we love. Just a chance to go back in time and check out some of the numbers that Premier Data have had on file that we can bring back to life in the modern day and find out whether or not they're relevant or how they've impacted since.
Absolutely. So we're going to this Friday, of course, is the Hawks and Giants clash.
I'm going to that one.
So very important. Where is that one being? Is that the G?
The G.
That's a G. There you go. GWS getting a rare game at the Mecca. So we thought that Premier Data would look into some of the key players from school footy that they recorded of players that are going to be playing on Friday night.
So last week we had Rowell and Anderson. Here we go.
So we'll start with Nick Watson from Caulfield Grammar. So this is across 8 games in 2023.
2023. So when was he drafted? 2024 or 2023?
End of 23.
23. Yeah, righto. So I was an opposition assistant coach against Nick Watson when he was at Caulfield Grammar. And we had to play, it's funny, like he's the world's smallest man, as you know, but we had to play a bloke on him behind him and a bloke in front of him.
Is that right?
So a normal size sort of small defender on him, behind him, and then a massive dude in front of him just to try and stop him getting past and getting to the footy. He still kicked a couple. He's a good player.
He is.
He's such a good player. So he's averaging 94 at school with 15.5 disposals. 31 goals in a season is a big number. So it's 10 games.
31 goals in 8 games.
8 games.
There you go.
There you go. So 4 a game, which is a big number for a schoolboy footballer, and particularly in his role. God, he's a good player. I must admit, I didn't think he was going to be this player.
No.
But he is awesome.
No,
he is a special little talent.
Caulfield
Grammar would have loved him. Did they win it that year, do you know?
Oh, I don't know.
Caulfield, or they tie it with Haileybury, or?
Not sure.
Yeah, it must have gone close, I reckon.
But his teammate that year was Harvey Thomas, of course, now at the Giants.
Yep.
Now, he won Caulfield Grammar's Best and Fairest in 2023.
Did he play all 10?
He played only 7.
Only 7?
Yes, but averaging over 23 touches.
Yeah, he was hard to stop. He had a lot of the footy. Yeah. Gee, he's a good player, isn't he? Again, not a lot of him.
No.
They breed him small at Caulfield Grammar.
No, exactly.
But they breed him small, but gee, they're competitors. That's what they are. Harvey Thomas is a fantastic player. I love watching him play. Must admit, the Giants could use another one or two of him at the moment. They're just a little bit lost in the AFL, but 110 average is pretty good.
It is. And then we went back to 2021 for Haileybury. This is Connor McDonald.
Yes. He's floating around. Yeah. So he was hanging around. Was he hanging around with the King boys? Were they in the same sort of team?
Was it that year? Yeah.
I reckon they might have been that year. 118, average 28, yeah, and goals. So basically 2 a game, 28 and 2 a game. He's tough to stop.
So his best game, according to Premier Data, was 46 disposals and 2 goals, 201 ranking points.
So you got to get 2 goals if you get 40 plus. We discussed this. CMAC does that. Yeah, he's a fine player too. He's emerged as a really good talent. Connor McDonald, able to get up around the footy a bit.
Correct.
Loves a snag, and that little rat tail he's still running with. Not sure how long that lasts. You can't go through a whole career with a rat tail, can you?
I wouldn't have thought so, no.
You can you? But good luck to him. Yeah, he's a fine player. And, remember him in the school ranks. Very, very fond. I think Matty Lloyd was a big fan of Conor McDonald, was the coach of Haileybury.
Yeah.
So no surprise to see him go on. And they're good numbers. They are good numbers in the APS system back in 2023 and 2021 there for Caulfield Grammar and Haileybury. And they'll be in action Friday night against the Giants at the MCG, as you said, for the next round of AFL footy. So there's always something to look back upon and see how these young talents have progressed once they get to the AFL ranks, and that's what Friday Flashbacks is all about, Nico. Great work from you.
Likewise, Half. Great to work alongside another excellent episode of the pod.
And we'll be the judge of that, and we think that's right. You can tell us as well in the comments. Let us know. Tell your friends, and we'll catch you next time on The Local.